was so at one point I was actually because you was kind of on Facebook was the only time I saw you, and it was always family oriented. Like it was always doing something with her dad, or like little anniversary stuff or birthday parties. Because y'all always do birthday parties. Everybody gets together on birthday parties stuff like that. And then it was one point like I saw you had you just did a video for those that might be going through something. And you was expressing how what you went through with your husband. So like I said, you had been dormant for a minute, and when you started to come back, you came back with that one first. That you came back at your lowest to get back up. So explain that one. What made you feel like you wanted to lead that post for people to watch?
A lot of my coworkers have begun to lose their husbands as well. And I had a friend that reached out to me and said, "Qaa, can you please call so-and-so to kind of, help her with what she's going through, because she's going through the same thing. She's lost her husband." So I had reached out to at least about 4 people, but I didn't get a response from either one of them.
Okay.
So, but I understand why, because when you're going through something, you really don't want to talk to nobody. Okay. So I know how that feels. Right. So I said, let me just make this video. So I made that video for them. I sent it to them, and I said, let me just post it as well, because you never know what people are going through. Yeah. So I made that video for the 4 ladies that had just lost their husband, giving them some food of thought of how I was able to manage, but everybody grieved differently. Okay. So maybe they grieved and how they was handling it wasn't the same way how I handled it, but I still spoke out anyway. Okay. Because I just think as women, when you're dealing with certain things, it's good to get feedback from someone has been through what they were going through. So I just basically made that video and told them, how I got through it. Like I had this, my family lives far from me now. Okay. So Did you move away? I moved away because Steve and I wanted better for our daughter. Okay. So we moved away originally, and where I'm at, I work, my wife is there, so I just stayed there even when he passed away. Okay. So I told them, like on that video, I had many dark days. Like I would get up in the morning, and I would go in the bathroom sometime and cry from those so she wouldn't hear me, or I put my face in the pillow so she wouldn't hear me crying. She would ask me questions that I had no answers to, because I didn't know how to answer them. Okay. I didn't really have an answer to them either. So I just told them, like, I would put on gospel music every morning, something uplifting, nothing so sad. Okay. To kind of help me get through what I was going through. I also, to this day, I still journal my thoughts now. Okay. So I may go back a month later and look how I was a month ago, and look at it now and see what growth or process has taken me through. Did it take me backwards, or did it move me forward? Okay. That type of thing.
So let me ask you this question. Just like you remember the day that something bad happened, do you remember the day that you said, I'm about to get up from where I just got finished sitting at? When you were done with dealing with this and going through it and mourning and stuff like that, and you said, okay, it's time to start something new, a better new, instead of this old one. What do you remember what that was like, and what did you do that day? Like, what was it like for you? How long had it been for you, like, I'm tired of feeling like this, or however you felt, struggling to get through it? So you're like, you know what? I'm gonna be strong today, and today I'm gonna start a new walk and begin my new journey.
My new journey actually didn't start until recently. To be honest with you.
Recently, okay.
Recently, probably when I actually moved from the house that I was in when my husband passed away. Okay. So, and even while in my dark places, you would never know that I was in a dark place. I have people ask me now, like, how did you just come to work every day? Because I'm not a person that's gonna sit. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta get up. Okay. You gotta build yourself up. So even from day one, even in those dark places, every day I still went to work. I still built myself up to go to work. Like, you would never know what dark place I was in if I didn't share it.
Are you working to keep yourself busy, to keep you thinking? Or are you working because you just so ecstatic to be doing something positive?
That too.
See that too. But Okay.
I love my job,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to be home and have a pity party on myself.
Okay.
You can bring your own pity party on yourself with your mind,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I make sure I keep myself busy. I make sure I pray, you know, and I live far, like I said, from my family, so it's just Zoe and I.
Okay.
So we go out all the time. Sometimes I may go to the bar by myself. Some people are afraid of being alone. You have so many married people that jump right into a relationship.
After, or just got married after being in the relationship, or just jump out of
No,
marriage?
right after their husband dies. Some people jump right into one.
Okay.
But whatever they need to do to make themselves feel good, that's on them. You know, you can't tell nobody how to leave or what steps to take. For me, I've been single for almost 4 years now, right?
Wow. Okay.
Um,
You can't tell because she's chilling with the family, and the family always doing something.
my
So
family
look,
is my number one support.
yo, listen, we're coming right back. Unscripted, me and Ms.Qaa.